Today, I'm going to talk through 2 tips that are going to transform your strike with your irons. And all you have to do is change your golf ball. Welcome to Training Tuesday on Alex Elliott Golf. This is the part of the channel where we start to train for golf, not practice. I say the same thing every week. A lot of us go to the driving range and we practice. We practice the same shot over and over again, and we don't actually get any better. Today we're going to talk about 2 ways we can get rid of all those swing thoughts and really start to strike your irons pure, as well as starting to train for golf. If you are a brand new viewer, this is a warm welcome. I really hope you want to join the team by hitting that subscribe button. I bring you content 4 days a week. You're joining me on Training Tuesdays, but I also upload on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. My main aim for this channel is to help you enjoy your golf as well as improve you as well. 2 big reasons, but most importantly, enjoy. Now in today's video, I want to talk about how we can start to change our golf ball to start striking our irons pure. This might sound absolutely ludicrous. So let's clear one thing up. I'm not talking about throw the ones you've just bought or got from your 2s last week away. I'm talking about what we can actually do to this golf ball. So how can we change the golf ball that you're using? So in my opinion, there's 2 reasons why this is going to work, okay? 1, I think a lot of people with their irons, they have this conception, especially with the longer irons, like we have here on the 16th at Penina. Beautiful par 3, by the way. One that's fraught with danger, water running in front of me, bunkers left, bunkers right, and the range just left of that. It's a toughie, but a really good hole. 16, 17, 18 here are a great finishing stretch. Now, my main problem comes on point number 1. When we get to the longer irons, people have this idea, or they don't realize they have this idea. Our brain is telling us that we don't see a lot of loft on that golf club, and we try and feel like we scoop it up into the air. Well, anytime we scoop this up into the air, we're starting to add loft to this iron. If we can see here, my hands start to work behind the golf ball. I get some cupping of the lead wrist. I'm starting to add loft to this iron. I'm also going to be quite shallow in my angle of attack, so that's going to compromise strike. It's going to make the ball launch higher with less speed, and it's also going to make me hit it a shorter distance. So not a pure strike, not that ball and divot. Most importantly, I'm probably actually going to get some fat shots with that as well. Secondly, on the golf course, I think we have our focus in the wrong place. A lot of you guys watching this may have 3, 4, 5, maybe upwards of 6 swing thoughts. And on that note, if you do have that, please do comment down below. You are part of this channel, so I want you to make sure you let me know how many swing thoughts you've got, because my aim is to get rid of them with this tip. So we have our focus in the wrong place. It may be on the backswing, it may be on the downswing, it may be on our little finger. My point with point number 2 is that our focus is never in the right place. Okay, so this tip is this. Have a look at my golf ball. And this comes from a lesson. Somebody did this in a lesson and I thought, that is absolutely brilliant. There's a gentleman that I teach talked about this. So by putting these dots all around this golf ball, you can see here as you zoom in, all around this golf ball, I have always got a dot that's in focus. No matter if I throw it on the floor, I've still got one in focus. No matter if I tee it up, I've still got one in focus. No matter where this ball finishes, I have a dot that is in focus. Okay. So we're thinking about number 1 to begin with. So we said the first problem that most people have with the irons, they start to try and scoop them up in the air, and we start to see a motion which looks very much like this. Hands behind the golf ball, not a lot of forward shaft lean. Okay, without getting too technical, because we're on Training Tuesday and we're out on the golf course doing this, let's imagine now, simplest thing ever, we had a dot on our club, okay? And there's a dot now on the back of the ball. Remember, these dots will be wherever they are. There'll be generally one on the back of the ball, no matter if you put it on the fairway. Can I feel I get the dot on my club to match the dot on my golf ball? So I'm feeling like the dot on my club is hitting down on the dot on the back of my golf ball here. Now this is completely the opposite, because if I was to hit up with this, the dot on the centre of my club face would not hit the dot on the golf ball. I would most probably catch my strikes, if it's off the ground, around the bottom of the golf club, around the thin area. If we're imagining our dot is right in the centre, and we're trying to feel that the dot marries the dot, so from this angle, the dot marries the dot, this is a great way of putting your focus in the right place. So leading me nicely on to the point. Our focus, it could be everywhere on the golf course. Mine sometimes is, I sometimes have thousands of thoughts. So when we're dressing this iron now, I simply just want you to focus on a dot. Exactly that. So this tip is doing two things for you. One, it's helping you hit down the irons because we've got a point of focus on our club and a point of focus on the golf ball. Match the dot to the dot. Really simple, almost sounds too simple to be true. And then the second point, we've got a point of focus on our golf ball. If I ask you this, if we're going to throw an apple into the bin or a piece of paper into the bin if you're sat at work, where's your focus? Is it on your elbow or is it on the bin? You can answer that for me. So I want you to have your focus on the golf ball, the thing you're looking to hit. So we've got that dot which really helps us hone in and put our focus narrowly on that. And then we've got the dot working to the dot. Okay, enough of me hitting, enough of this. Let's hit one away to end this video. So Matt, get a piece. We've just got a piece of the back left of the green. Tough hole, but a nice strike. And you saw there, I got a ball, then divot turf. Ball, then divot hit. Thank you for watching the video on Alex Elliott Golf. This is Training Tuesday. We start to train for golf, not practice. See you next time.